What's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me today. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit the like button because that is the most important thing you can do for me on this channel. What it does is that it helps to make sure that those who are subscribed to the channel will indeed get the notifications, and it also helps to push this video through the YouTube algorithm as well. Secondly, if you're new to the channel, or maybe you've been ghost watching this channel for quite some time now, please do me a favor and yourself a favor by hitting the subscribe button as well as the bell notification next to the subscribe button so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. And lastly, please make sure you share this video out on your social media platforms, to share this video out with your family and friends, to give them this news and information. And it does also help give me a slight boost in the YouTube algorithm as well. And with the introduction out of the way, let's get into today's news. And today we are headed to Atlanta. We are headed to Atlanta because Donald Trump is in Atlanta. And trust me when I tell you, all this time that I've been saying, I got to see it to believe it as it pertains to the growth of Black support for Donald Trump, right? We all know of the pollings that have come out saying that 20% of Black voters say that they're going to support Trump. I've said it countless times over and over again. I have to see it to believe it. Well, I still have to see it to believe it to a degree in November, because that's when it really counts. But I just saw a few videos and photos that made me a believer. Made me a believer. And man, Biden's in trouble. This right here is Joe Biden's worst nightmare. Joe Biden's worst nightmare is not just simply Black voters supporting Donald Trump, but young Black voters being engaged and energetic about Trump. And that's what you're going to see here in this video. Recently, when Donald Trump was in Atlanta, he stopped by at a Chick-fil-A, and it was packed with young Black Americans, and they all went crazy for him. They went crazy for him in a way that you don't see when Joe Biden is around young Black Americans. Now, for the most part, he's never really around young Black Americans at all. He likes to go to the Black church and deal with the Black elderly. That's where he goes. But the real battle is for young Black voters. And it looks like, at least according to this video here, Trump might be winning that battle. So let's go through a couple of these clips. I want to show you a couple pictures. They went crazy for him.
Go ahead, take a picture. Come on. Here we go.
Make sure I'm taking a few pictures.
Okay.
They're all over him. They are all over him.
Now I want one with you. Come on.
Oh, okay, come on.
Brings out the
Personally requested.
Come on, let's go. That's good. Beautiful.
Yeah, can my friend Dom get in one too? She's fundraising.
Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. We're gonna get rid of Biden.
Bye bye, Sleepy.
He is the worst president in the history of the United States.
He said, we're going to get rid of Biden. And all them young Black folks said, yes, bye Biden. And I'm going to show you some other pictures after this as well, because this doesn't give you the full scope of what was actually going on in there. But let me run that back.
We're going to get rid of Biden.
Bye bye, Sleepy.
He is the worst president in the history of the United States, and he's horrible to the Black community, whether you like it or not.
Been that way since a
Black
senator.
Community bad. And check out his record in the 1990s. Check out his record in the 1990s.
You're economically what's for us. Yeah.
Well, opportunities.
Opportunity-wise, everything holistic.
Best job numbers ever.
The first step act. Let's talk about it.
And again, the colleges and universities. I used to get the whole thing down.
Yeah. I got you. No problem.
Can I get one picture really quick?
Now what I want to do is that I want to run another video real quick. This is about 16 seconds. It's kind of within the same frame, just a different angle. But I just want you to hear what's being said here in this video.
The media tells you, Mr. Trump, we support.
Let me run that back one more time.
So I don't care what the media tells you, Mr. Trump, we support you.
We support you, man.
Okay, 4 p.m. We're doing 4 p.m.
My man had that strong Atlanta accent. We support you, man. Let me play that one more time.
So I don't care what the media tells you, Mr. Trump, we support you.
We support you, man.
Okay, 4 p.m. We're doing 4 p.m.
Come here, let me give you a
Now I'm gonna play one more quick 16-second clip here when he first walked in, and he was just, talking to all of the co-workers that work there. And we don't really need to listen to the audio here, but another thing that I want to add is that the significance in this here as well is not only that they are just simply young Black American voters, but if I didn't say it earlier already, because I don't remember if I did, what you're seeing here is majority Black women. And that's very significant because we've heard over and over again, and we've seen via polling and even in conversation with people and, in regular and everyday life, that Black men have slowly but surely been walking away from the Democratic Party and voting Republican. But what you don't hear or ever see about, what you don't see or ever hear about, I should say, are Black women that support Trump, right? That's kept very hush hush, especially by the Democratic Party, because what we've seen is that the Democratic Party has done an excellent job of propping up Black women as the backbone of the Democratic Party. And they've been running with that narrative for a couple years now. So for video and photos like this to come out, and I'll show you, let me pull the photos up for you. For stuff like this to come out, and I'll blow up the screen so you can see it better. It just really flies in the face of the narrative that consistently goes out around Trump's relationship with the Black community. Look at this here. Look at how everybody's cheesing here. I'm going to zoom in when he first walks in. And look at this girl right here. Look at her. She got a big old smile on her face. Happy to see Trump. Look at her. But once again, as we go through some of these pictures in closing, like I said, these photos are really what's going to capture what was actually happening in there, right? So let me go back over here. Look at the craziness and the madness that was happening here. Look at all of the support and how packed it was. It was a packed Chick-fil-A filled with young Black American voters. It was packed in here. Look around and look at what you see. And once again, I think it is very significant that it's not only young Black voters, but Black American female voters as well. That is very significant to me and shouldn't be overlooked. Look at this photo here. This is definitely going on the thumbnail. And I've got a couple more photos that I'm going to show you, and then we're going to head out of here because I don't need to belabor the point too much. But as you can see here, this is Biden's worst nightmare. This is not what he wants to see. He does not want to see Trump seemingly in the good graces of Black America, and even more so in the good graces of Black women. That is not what he wants to see. This is a horrible look for Biden and his campaign. And it's a great look for Trump. Because once again, it kind of blows apart the idea and the notion and the thought that Black folks overall just don't like Trump. That's not true. We just vote blue no matter who religiously. And we hate whoever is just Republican. That's what it is, because essentially voting blue no matter who is a religion, but it's not actually a personal thing towards Trump. That just simply isn't true. It's not the case. And you're seeing that right here. You're seeing it right there. So I'm going to be honest with you, man. In closing, like I said, I have to see it to believe it come November. I have to see it to believe it come November. But this just kind of shot my confidence level up a little bit concerning my belief that Trump is going to win. It just shot it up a bit. It definitely did. It shot it up a lot, actually. And I actually expect him to win now. I expect him to win after seeing this. And if I wake up the next morning after the election and a 2020 has been pulled all over again, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if this election, I go to bed like I did in 2020, seeing that Trump clearly won the election. And then when I woke up, Biden won by a landslide. It's looking like that's probably going to be the only way that Biden wins this again, is by the magic of going to sleep and waking up and he all of a sudden won. That's what it looks like. Because like I said, the visuals here that we're seeing, it just doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. And that does it for today's news. So I want to thank you all for joining me today. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Share this video out on your social media platforms to your family and friends. And also don't forget to follow me on Telegram at TD Media Group. The link to my Telegram is in the description box below and will be pinned in the comment section as well. And until the next video, have a great afternoon. Peace.